Once upon a time, on East Integer Avenue, there lived the counting numbers. Most of the numbers were very happy. Almost all of them had 2 neighbors, so they were never lonely. And most of them were also able to find neighbors that were a little less than them, so they felt good about themselves, and neighbors who were a little more, so they were never prideful. For the most part, the numbers were happy. I say for the most part, because there was one little number who was very unhappy. His name was 1, and he only had 1 neighbor. His neighbor was 2, and 2 always teased 1, saying that he was less than 2. This left 1 feeling sad. "All the other numbers have 2 numbers to visit," he cried, "but I only have 2, and 2 always teases me. I must be the least of all the numbers." Then 1 got an idea. Perhaps if he built a house in the lot next to him, and listed it for sale, another number might move in. So he set to work on the house. All the other numbers laughed at 1. "No one is going to buy that house," they said. "There aren't any numbers left." 2 was the meanest of them all. Only the least of the numbers would do something so silly. But 1's idea worked. 0 moved into the house, and now 1 had a new neighbor to talk to. All the other numbers were mean to 0. "You're nothing," they would tell her, and they made comments like, "There goes the whole number neighborhood." 1 did not like the way they treated 0, but it did make him feel good to know there was someone else that was less than him. "I have an idea," 1 said to 0. "If building a house made them treat me better, maybe building a neighborhood will get them to treat you better." "That's a good idea," said 0, and she set to work on building and selling houses in a new neighborhood. First she had East Integer Avenue extended to the west, because she wanted to have 2 neighbors as well. And then she asked the city to change the name into Integer Street. The new name sounded so important that soon more numbers than she could count wanted houses. The town grew so large and the street so long that everyone began to think of 0 as very special. Now the numbers have a new way of deciding their magnitude. They just count how many houses they are away from 0. And that makes 1 feel very special, too.